All right, hello everyone. Oh, another Friday. Okay, now I don't work on Fridays, but here we are. Now this is gold. Remember gold? I put a step-by-step thing yesterday. We've got Astro hours here, right at the 80 a.m. level on the 1 hourly chart. Still a bit of time to go. This 8:15, 8:35 is like a good zone where changing the market may be appropriate, and that might take us, as you can see, up slightly higher as well. Now we've got 2015 up there. That's coming from that, okay, and it's coming from there. So they're both 2015. Now, if the market goes up next week also, if the market goes up next week to touch that, selling here is not going to be a bad idea. And also, if the market comes down here to fill in this gap, going up is not a bad idea. All right. Yesterday, I did say this is a good place to also go long since the market is going sideways. And that's how the market panned out as our Astro hours, as you know, from here. So same kind of thing here. If the market comes down a little bit, it'll be a bit better for us. Let me just, so we can actually, if we do come down into this zone or into the discount zone here, which is like 50% retracement, it's not a bad idea to go back up to hit that 2015. If the market doesn't come back down, starts pushing up from here, what you can always do actually, if you got your bias right, these are your Astro hours, and then you can just basically, okay, just wait. If the market is going to go up, it should break above that, and then it should retrace down to go back up again because it does a good buy kiss. Okay. If you're not using the ATM, that's also okay to do. If you're using the ATM, you just go, it's an Astro hour and you got a price here, 42, 2003. Right, so you could have just done that 2003 and gone up, which you still can because there's time to do that, okay? But you need to also understand on the 1 hour chart here, we've got a price gap, which is what I showed a minute ago. So this price gap here, as you can see, can be filled in, and the market can in fact push a bit lower to close the gap there. So buying the highs, obviously, that's the gap I'm talking about. So buying the highs is obviously not something I like to do. But the market can continue to go up, so it's an option. What you can also do here is you can, like I said, wait for the breakout, pull back to go long, or you can go in with a tight stop loss and just push it up that way. You can also go into your 1 minute chart. Okay, 1 minute chart is here. All right, 1 minute chart is here. You can just wait for the market to break out and then go back up. As you can see, as we get to the Astro hour, see how sensitive it's becoming, okay? Because this is the first level of support resistance here. This is where a lot of volume is being traded, okay? So this is why you want to wait for the Astro hours and just have your setup. So if you want to enter, you can do that. The market will do an impulse wave, break the high, close above it, and then we'll retrace, and then you can go in. Or you can alternatively just wait for this hour to go by and let yourself come to, actually you can come to 8:35, which is there, okay, which is there. All right, and that's basically it. So you can see how this thing pans out, whether they're going to buy up and go or start selling off. All right, so you don't have to throw heads and tails, it's just a matter of building up your building your approach to the trading. Like I said, let's take a look at SP 500. Here we are on the SP 500. Now, as you can see yesterday, all right, here, same kind of thing yesterday. All right, so these were the Astro hours yesterday. As you can see, it's a bit choppy zone here, but at the Astro hours, the opening, as you can see, the opening here is okay. Once again, you could have also waited for the breakout. Remember, yesterday I said we are expecting sudden moves in the market. So sudden moves in the market for us, breakouts, disruptive moves in the market. So it's all good, okay? And this is what exactly happened right in the New York session as well. So what to expect? Well, the market is still going up. As you can see, we've got this upwards trend happening. That's still going onwards. Now, today is Friday. You got to make sure you check your swing days with this, guys, because the indices, we got Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin, right? NASDAQ was Thursday, SP 500 was Tuesday, Dow Jones was Wednesday, right? So SP 500 being Tuesday, that's Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. All right. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we've got Friday, and Thursday is a NASDAQ swing day. Now, we had that high level yesterday. That's a bit too far out. On the weekly, what do we have? Must have had it somewhere. Maybe we had that level because of the gap or something. Okay, so I put that there, 55,039. So basically, this is an Astro hour here as well now. Okay, and this might be okay to short down into that zone as well. Okay, but because the trend is going up, your best bet, your better bet, might be to wait for the market to come back down in order to go up, and that might be the way to go. All right. But if you want to sell, do a quick scalp intraday, whatever, this zone is not a bad idea. All right, just to push it down a little bit more. All right. And your fresh zones here are on the daily. Yesterday, the volume was here. This is the volume point of control. So the market can pretty much come back down into this zone to go back up again. Obviously, I don't like to buy the tops, like I always say. If you're going to go long, do it on a retracement down here. Okay. Let's take a look at euro dollar. Now, with the euro dollar, let's do this. As you can see, yesterday, also a beautiful day, breakout, going right into there. If you're wondering where that's coming from, if you learned technical analysis with us, that's your goodbye kiss there. All right. Goodbye kiss coming in with the Astro hours market selling off. That's an Astro hour market going up. So with the euro dollar, we're in a bit of a dilemma. No, we're not. Just bear with me. This is a breakout. So where you want to buy is 40.0743. 0743 is about there. That's a good buy kiss zone. Could be slightly lower. As you can see, that's the manipulation there. So if the market does come back here, this is a nice place to get into the game. All right, between 1.0743 and here. So you could wait for a setup here, as you can see. All right, there's a bit of a gap here as well. And then the market could go up because it's a PST breakout. I don't want to stand in front of it. Also, I did say yesterday, this is a demand zone, despite the fact that in the longer term, I'm expecting the market to come down and even break this level here. This is not a good place to carry on selling because we're day traders or short-term traders. Here we can look to go up. Yesterday, the same thing with gold. And here is what the Astro was just pushing it upwards. Now with the euro dollar as well, you want to keep an eye on your swing days, which were posted on Monday. As you know, we've got Thursday and Friday on this one. So Thursday made a high there. Friday we could also make a high. So going up again is not a bad idea. On the weekly, we might go all the way up into that 49 zone, which is 1.0830, which is up there. All right, we also have that weekly level there, 0844. So pushing further up again is okay to do so. Pretty much that's it. As you can see, there's a big, huge gap there as well. The market might want to fill out. And that's basically it with the euro dollar. Let's take a look at Dow Jones, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. So basically what you want to do is just follow it going up. Okay, let's go. Now this is NASDAQ. Let's take a look. NASDAQ, once again, we're up in that zone. We talked about closing the gap here and the market came up nicely, closed it. Yesterday went even above it, which is fine. The overall trend, as you know, is up, but it's a bit tricky, as you can see. So this is it. Okay. Now, until this breaks and closes below, I don't think thinking about shorts is a good idea. What we can do is, until we see some kind of break of a decent support here or even here, we don't really want to short. The only time you can short this, if we hit the LCL1, which is 18405. So make a note of that. And this 74.76 is 18494, which is just too far out. Okay, 18494 is all the way up there. So you can make a mental note of it at the end of the day, but that's just how it is. Let's take a look at the Dow. Also with the Dow, I said we should push up at least up to here, and that's where the market did slightly higher. Now, this is a bit too far out. On the weekly, we're still in this upwards motion. You can see this buyers just coming in. So there's still buyers coming in there. That might change next week because we have an aspect that's happening on Saturday, which might take the market even higher. All right. So on a pullback, if you want to go up into a higher level on the indices, it is logical. So let's get rid of these. Okay, so it is logical. So in the New York session, if we come down and then you want to push up, you could do that. Let's just do this. Let me just put my ATAM 1 hour simple on there and just adjust this. And we'll see how things pan out quickly. Okay, we just have to wait for a second on this one. Rightio, here we are. So this is the Dow Jones. Let's just bring this down a little bit. Okay. Now on the daily, like I said, we're up here at the tops. If on Friday, if today, okay, we just go up but close lower, okay, then next week we'll see how things pan out. Like I said, that aspect is important. 69 is 39,252. It is out there. Okay, it is a bit out there. So if you want to buy it, I'd buy it from a low zone here, either at the weekly pivot there, okay, or slightly lower there, okay, and that's basically it. Other than that, I wouldn't buy it around here. All right. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with Bitcoin, as you know, the market is still on the weekly, that sell zone there. Okay. So going up there, I did say we could still push up into that 53,369. Okay. Which is pretty close as you can see. All right. And yeah, basically that's it. I mean, I wouldn't be buying around here, obviously, okay, from around here. So if you do want to sell, you can do it at PST levels. Now that's a target there, so keep that in mind, 54,217. On the weekly, you can keep the 57,380 as well. Now, if you want to buy to go there, okay, as an intraday trader, okay, you want to do that, then you should wait for the market to come down. All right, and that's going to be this zone here before you think about buying again. All right, if you're going to be an intraday trader, because there's a gap here, it needs to come back down. So buying here would be pretty dangerous. Okay, and that's that.